we are presenting to you the Open Didgeridoo Project.
I told you about this instrument, and I made a try on YouTube and where it is possible to find all the workflow, the acoustic simulation, the CAD design, the CAM program, and how I built this instrument with the CNC milling machine. And I also made a test. So the intent that I made that morning was something very simple. So my idea was, okay, I want to show all the workflow, and I add to the side for an objective. And so my idea is to ask people if they want to replicate this shape. The basic drone is in D, the first tooth is F sharp, and the second tooth is again D. The intent was to have a didgeridoo with an easy tooth to get, a quite clear sound, more brilliant than conical shapes, but at the same time in between a cylindrical shape and a conical shape. If someone wants, can also send me pictures and video about how they made their instrument. So it's up to the people they want to cooperate with this project, and they can build instrument with this shape, and they can also sell it. I don't care about it. What I'd like to have back is if they make video, pictures and so on, and in case they sell the didgeridoo, if they just say the shape where it comes from.
I think it's a brilliant idea to do that, because for me as a player and maybe sometimes educator, it's always hard to find a shape that really matches some of the things that I like in playing. And when I have students, I really like to have them a good instrument, something that does exactly what it is meant to be. And we are right now in a time where it is more and more recognized that it's not the material so much that is the sound, but it's rather the shape. We are now, with Andrea's help and with Frank Geipel and so on, we're now projecting shapes that have certain sound features. And this fact is not very widely known. So it is also good to promote that fact, I think, that you can replicate those shapes, but that the person who does the shape or who asks for that shape is also the owner of that shape. So in this case, we had the idea to have one shape that is common goods, like a common data file or common shape to have, so that we can collect projects around the world of people who do the same shape and tell us about their experiences. So I played this shape and I don't have a D right moment that is really for my heart, so I was immediately touched by this instrument because it has a very, very warm and mellow sound at the same time as being very brilliant in the overtones, and the tooth is amazingly easy to get, and it has this nice drum-like resonance that I like so much in didgeridoos. So I want to give you a little test for this sound. Beautiful. I'd like to see if I can find differences or different reactions if I do it in different materials, like I like to do in fiberglass for my stage performances and also for my students to have. So, and it is good to know I have a source where to go to find a shape that fits these things. And maybe we can also get some collective shape source going on one day, to have several shapes that can be freely copied by anyone who likes to have it, and just refer to that.
It would be even nice if someone want to modify this shape, for example. So it's a real open project. As Ansgar said, if you also have other shapes, I can create another page and I can host your ideas. For those they can simulate some shape in order to get a specific result. I can also think to receive your proposals, and if I found a shape that maybe I didn't expect or that I found really nice, I can replicate the shape with the CNC machine. And I could even think to give one instrument for free for the designer if I can replicate that shape for my students. So it's a way to cooperate all together. Just it's up to you, what do you want to do. You can make the exact shape, you can modify the shape and show your modifications, or you can propose your own shape and I can build it with mostly the CNC machine, but I can also replicate it with fiberglass, and maybe also Ansgar could do the same. And so really it's up to you. Just let flow your ideas and we will be in touch. Thank you very much, and if you like this project, yeah, you can thumbs up, you can subscribe the channel, but mostly tell your friends about this idea, because I don't know.
Spread the idea, yes. Yeah. Spread the idea, tell everyone about it, and maybe as much people taking part as possible. So that would be a good idea.
Maybe in a few years we will have a gathering of players, they made their own shape or this shape, and we will talk to each other maybe in our association. So thank you very much and hope to see you soon live.
Okay, bye.
Bye.